Hello, I'm Janusz Rewiński and this is Military Mind. Armed conflicts, defense and security, land, sea and air. We've got you covered. And as always, we begin with a battlefield update. Overnight, Russia launched another wave of attack drones over Ukraine, striking Pavlohrad in the Dnipro region. Local authorities report that 3 people were killed in the aftermath. Meanwhile, Ukrainian forces once again attacked the city of Shuya in the Ivanovo region on the night of the 25th of April. The third time this city was targeted in the last 2 weeks. According to Russian officials, the drone attack was repelled, with 1 UAV destroyed, and there were no casualties or damage. In addition, the Russian Defense Ministry said that a total of 79 drones were destroyed over the country last night. The 112th Guards Missile Brigade of the Russian Armed Forces is stationed in the city of Shuya, some 30 kilometers away from Ivanovo. The head of Ukrainian military intelligence, Kyrylo Budanov, previously accused the 112th Brigade of conducting the attack on the 13th of April on the city of Sumy, which killed 35 people and wounded over 100. And now, let's take a look at the situation at the front line itself. In the Liman sector in the Kharkiv region, Russian troops are trying to expand the bridgehead on the right bank of the Zherebyets River. Meanwhile, the spokesperson for a Ukrainian brigade operating in Kupiansk said that there has been little fighting in this direction for several days now, after Russian forces suffered high losses during an infantry assault supported by all-terrain vehicles and motorcycles. In Toretsk, in the eastern part of the Donetsk front, the advance of the Russian armed forces is off schedule for the offensive on Konstantinovka. Russian military experts write that Russian units entered Novospasskye to the west of Toretsk. Ukrainian military sources note that Russian assault groups are operating in the Toretsk sector, advancing in the settlements of Druzhba and Dachnie. Now, in this newly surfaced video, a group of Russian soldiers is seen riding in a classic Bukhanka van, by now a familiar sight on the battlefield. However, their journey is cut short in dramatic fashion. Out of nowhere, a powerful explosion launches the vehicle and its passengers into chaos, with some ejected violently out of the vehicle.
Тихо! Ёбаный урод!
Not only is the Bukhanka essentially a soft-skinned vehicle, meaning no armor protection, but also they are riding out in the open. So, no doubt, this is very easy to foresee that something like that could have happened. And it did. Now, we're moving on to our next clip, and in that one, you'll be able to see a daring mission carried out last month by the elite 6th Ranger Regiment of Ukraine's Special Operations Forces. In a high-risk operation deep behind enemy lines, Ukrainian operators engaged and eliminated a 25-man North Korean platoon fighting alongside Russian forces in the Kursk region. Supported by reconnaissance drones, 8 Ukrainian Rangers in an armored Humvee infiltrated enemy territory and took up concealed positions in abandoned Russian trenches. Despite being outnumbered more than 3 to 1 and coming under artillery fire, the operator team initiated a sudden and intense close-quarters engagement. In a fierce fight that lasted only minutes, the Ukrainian soldiers neutralized the entire enemy unit without taking any losses themselves and demonstrating tactical superiority and discipline under pressure. After completing their mission, the team withdrew safely from the area.
Я в окопе. Ви дійсно накурили, так? Сука, дивіться, він не виглядає на це. Можу пробувати з'їбати. Вони перебігають, сука, по одному. Та лівіші від нас розкидали. Стой. Я тоже, походу, живит. Что это? Живит. Силы воздух.
Бердолі, будеш жити?
Та ніхуя немає, там просто, блядь, трохи бочина болить.
Все, поднимаем. Одного ёбну запас. Давай. А, ты, блядь, куда ты, блядь?
Упал, летей.
Взяли всю хуйню. Мы начинаем обход со мной.
Будем откатываться за самотимизацию.
Все, погнали. Я чуешь меня. Бегом. Да. А лицо где-то вот тут. Если мы вот так бы взяли, блядь, то теперь оставили. Ты на месте? Да.
Now, in this dramatic first-person view footage coming up, fighters from the 12th Azov Special Purpose Brigade conduct a lightning-fast assault on a Russian-held position near the village of Nelipivka in the Donetsk region. The video captures the intensity of close-quarters combat as Ukrainian soldiers move with speed and precision, opening fire and overwhelming the enemy defenses. Within moments, the position falls under Ukrainian control. As a result of the operation, 7 Russian troops from the 9th Separate Motorized Rifle Brigade were captured.
Мы передвинулись к окопу ближе. Все, рух.
Василек стоит. И блиндаж справа.
Мы видим Васю. Василек.
Молодцы, ребят. Если есть какие-то целеуказания, сразу передавай, будем ебать.
Руку медоедом, руку.
Так, мужчины, помашите в камеру. Пацки сделали правильно, они сдались в плен. И вот поэтому они выживут сегодня. И главное, чтобы их несколько долбы не захуячили их.
Надо уходить отсюда.
Опа! Какие красивые. Руки помотаем. Бля, ну ты чисто похож на Ника Белика с GTA 4. А как ты прогрел свои выходные, да?
Мы, бойцы 9-й бригады ОМСБР 2-го стрелкового батальона, просим, чтобы нас обменяли на бойцов Азова.
And so another episode of Military Mind comes to a close. Next deployment at the same time next week. And in the meantime, please stay with us here on TVP World for more latest news and updates.